Italian game, knight attack, Polerio, bishop check line, 6, c6 7.dx c6 bx c6. Balanced, neither player ever had an advantage. Black got the better of white in that game. Both players had an amazing opening. That was an incredible middle game by both players. Sharp games are frequently the result of starting with the king's pawn, since it dominates the center and frees up the bishop and queen on the light squares. A typical answer is e5, which builds a position in the middle, controls d4, and frees up the queen and bishop on the dark square. The move nf3 advances the knight toward the center, engages the e5 piece in combat, and sets up a castle. nc6 defends the pawn on e5, advances the knight toward the center, and scans the d4 square. Beginning the Italian game is bc4, which immediately begins to attack the f7 pawn and get ready to castle. nf6 advances the knight and engages in an attack on the exposed e4 pawn. ng5 moves the knight to an attacking square and creates two threats, bx f7 plus and nx f7, which forks the black queen and rook. d5 takes space in the center, attacks the bishop on c4 and stops both threats against the f7 pawn. x5 captures the d5 pawn and attacks the knight on c6. na5 moves the attacked knight to the edge of the board, but attacks the bishop on c4. bb5 plus moves the attacked bishop to a square that puts the black king in check. c6 blocks the check from the bishop and attacks the pawn on d5 and bishop on b5. dx c6 captures the pawn on c6 and attacks the b7 pawn. bx c6 captures the pawn, attacks the bishop on b5 and controls the d5 square. The bishop is now on a square that is more secure. This exposes an attack, threatening a knight. The knight is now on a square that is more secure. A pawn that was being attacked and had no defenses is now protected by this. Castling gets the king to a safer square, out of the center of the board, while also developing a rook. Castling kingside tends to be safer because the king is further from the center. It is the last book move. What I would have advised is that it is ideal. The best choice is this one. It is ideal. This is an equal trade. This is the only move that works. It is a great move. Recaptures. It is ideal. Castling gets the king to a safer square, out of the center of the board, while also developing a rook. Castling to the same side of the board as the opponent avoids some of the attacking associated with opposite side castling. It is best. That pawn's capture grants you material. It is ideal. Very precise. It is best. This develops a knight from its starting square, activating it. It is ideal. By growing a bishop from its initial square, this activates it. It is ideal. There was only one good move in that position. This ignores an opportunity to prepare a bishop for development. It is a mistake. This allows the knight to control more squares. This is the only move that works. It is a great move. Right on target. It is best. Balanced, neither player ever had an advantage. Black got the better of white in that game. Both players had an amazing opening. That was an incredible middle game by both players. This challenges the opposing rook for control of the open file. It is excellent. Balanced, neither player ever had an advantage. Black got the better of white in that game. Both players had an amazing opening. That was an incredible middle game by both players.